Well, hello everybody. This is Bug Eater 64, and I'm back. It's been a long hiatus. Um, Had some issues, both equipment-wise and health-wise, and with the holidays and everything. This is going to be my first video for the year 2019, and it's going to be a video where going to be testing out 3.4.2 for Star Citizen, doing some mining. I'm actually going to be taking off from the planet of Hurston, from Lorville, and flying to one of the moons, and I'll tell you more about that once we get going, and do a little bit of mining. So, sorry it's been so long. Been missing you guys, been wanting to get some things done, but I'm still fighting some health issues, so please bear with me. And we'll get right to it. So we'll see you on the inside as I wake up in Lorville on the planet of Hurston. Okay, so time to wake up. Here we are at Lorville. Not one of my most favorite places. I mean, the station is really cool, and I like the tram system, but it just takes so long to get anywhere. And when you're out mining one of the moons, if about the only place you can come back to is Hurston to sell it, you got to go through a pretty dragged out process to do it. It's just time consuming. It's easy enough, but it's just time consuming. So, now that we woke up, let's get down and head for the spaceport. A little taste of my cherry Coke. And this video is less than an hour long, and it's been edited from about 3 hours worth of material, so we'll see how it goes. Like I said, it's the first one that I've been able to do since before Christmas. And I'll be able to show some of the upgrades to the mining system, which I really enjoy. When we first started mining in Star Citizen, basically you'd pick a rock that you wanted, break it down, and collect it. And you basically took the whole rock. Now we can actually take different individual pieces of the rock that may have more of the mineral we're after. And some rocks are just empty. There's no minerals worth taking. So we can actually bypass those now. That helps us get a little better percentage of what we're trying to mine. And you do not want to have a high bounty when you come to this place, because these fine gentlemen standing around here with guns, they'll kill you. I found that out the hard way.
Need a job? Hurston Dynamics is currently hiring in multiple departments. If credits are tight, we even offer accredited grants for new flow transfers to the perimeter, spaceport, and industry lines. Welcome to Metro Center. Transfers to the perimeter, spaceport, and industry lines. Welcome to Metro Center. Trespassing or attempting to trespass on train tracks is a serious and dangerous offense. Now arriving. Stand by and let pass. Stand by and let pass.
Always like to choose the one that's getting here quicker. Alright. Kind of reminds me of some of the trams I rode in Washington, D.C., or from the outskirts of Washington, D.C. into the main capital area. Although those were a little brighter. And if you look at the upper left there, you can see how long it is before we leave.
Your fellow travelers, do not block doors. Next stop, TISA Spaceport.
Turning my mic on and off, so you don't have to listen to me cough. So thank you for your indulgence, and we do have a bit of a glitch here. All right, come on. The door is actually open before we get to the station. That's a glitch I hadn't seen before. But we'll deal with it.
Hurston Security reserves the right to search travelers.
Still a lot of things to work on with this game. It's still an alpha.
Declare any flora and fauna to customs agents.
Hello, officer. I don't have a crime stat, so leave me alone. And we'll go up here and get our ship. Alright. Get our prospector. Hangar 5. Okay, good enough. The reason I want to mine Ariel today is that Ariel has, basically there's 3 ores on it. There's Baxolite, which is extremely rare, and if you can find it, it's about, ECU wise, it's about 40 plus, let's say dollars, $40 per percentage. So you can make a lot of money if you can find enough of it. It's hard to find though. It's got another one that's at 14, just over $14 percentage, and that's I think it's a Festidali, or yeah, I can't pronounce all these things. But anyway, more of that. And last time I was on Ariel, it's also got quartz. So those are the only 3 listed ores that you can find there. And quartz is almost worthless. So get on the ship here. Oh! And it's just killed me. Well done. Wasn't that nice of the program? Alright, so, and it takes me straight back to bed. Alright, so let's get up again, and then we'll work our way through this, and I'll do some editing and get us back to our ship. That sucked. Big time. Okay. But the ship is still there. It didn't get stored. I can see a little blue marker for it. So we'll just head right back there. Hangar 5. Call the elevator. And here we are back at our ship. Through the magic of editing. Let's see if we can get on board this time. So we can get up and head for Ariel. I have yet to find a rock on Ariel that has 1 point something of baxilite on it. The other ores are a little bit better, but it seems most of the rocks I've found have a little bit of everything. So we'll just give it a shot. Actually, I get on this time. Outstanding. Hello, welcome to my ship, Prospector. Close the door and get in the pilot seat and let's get out of here. Okay. Let's make it flight ready. Here we go.
Hello, how can I best help you today? Systems.
And we'll get our comms ready so we can talk to Lorville, basically Lorville ATC, and get clearance to leave.
For liftoff.
Thank you. I gotta be careful because the doors above me, the hangar doors, are gonna open slowly. So, turn my lights on. Because it was nighttime last time.
Landing gear up.
Doors are still opening. Alright, we should be able to clear them now.
Please
Here's
visit
the
us again.
screen.
Remember, if you're contemplating a career change, you should contact one of Hurston's resource managers for information about exciting career
Landing gear
opportunities.
down.
Alright, so let's get out of here.
Landing gear up.
There's my little prospector. With her devilishly handsome pilot inside. Hey, what can I say? I'm my own best friend. Another problem with leaving Hurston is where the moons, you may have to go 27,000 feet above the surface. On Hurston, you got to go to about 100,000 feet. And with a lot of these spacecraft, that takes a while. So, I'm going to set my course for Ariel. But before I can actually initiate the jump, I got to get outside the atmosphere, so. Alright, so let's initiate our jump.
Quantum travel engaged.
Say goodbye to Hurston. Say hello to Ariel. Now that big cluster of asteroids you see up there, I'm not sure if I can mine those or not, but because I haven't checked yet. But this moon is a very dry, hot place. But we're going to head down. We'll get down as fast as we can with our afterburners. Have to be a little careful, otherwise I can, which I have done in the past, hit the ground, which has a tendency of just basically ruining your whole day. And we should see the altitude kick in at probably about 27,000 feet. And it'll start counting down very rapidly. So we can get on the planet and start looking for rocks. There we are. Start pulling up a little bit, slowing down. And we'll get down to an altitude we can actually start scanning for
Hydrogen
mining
fuel at
purposes.
100%.
Yeah, no rocks yet. Okay. Let's get slowed down to about 50% power. Low, so we can just skim across the surface, low altitude, and then scan for some rocks. There we go. There's quite a few to choose from. we'll just start going to them and looking for them and see what we see. Alright, let's scan and see what we got.
Mining mode on. Scan complete.
Okay. Not the best, but that's about average for that.
Mining mode off.
Let's find another one. See if we can find something a little bit better. So basically, we've got plenty of rocks to choose from. I just got to find them. Fortunately, some of them may be ghost. They'll show up as being there when you get to it. There's no rock to look at. So, little glitches, little glitches. But you can see in this planet, it's a hot, dry planet, and you get the heat wave look, and this looks like one of those ghosts. Yeah, no rock there. If it is, it's invisible, and I can't check it out. So we'll keep looking for a good one, one that's worth mining. Normally, I've been known to take a long time checking this. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to find one that at least
Scan initiated. Mining mode
I think will be
on.
worth mining to get at least a little money. Okay, this one's got
Scan
all
complete.
3 ores in it.
Scan initiated.
As you can see, none of them were very high. But
Scan complete. Mining mode
and normally I've
on.
got a
Mining mode on. Mining mode
chart
off.
that I use where I can punch in the percentage it shows for each of the rock that I'm looking at to mine, and it'll tell me the value of that particular ore if for that rock. So, but I'm not using that today, so I'm just looking for a rock I think is worth mining. Okay, let's look at this one. Okay,
Mining mode on.
okay. Again,
Scan complete.
got all 3 ores. And we'll go ahead and mine it. Now, one thing I've come to the conclusion of, I think next time I do this, I may do it on the dark side of this moon,
Scan
because,
complete.
and you'll see when I start the mining, it is hard to see my power gauge. So I've got to really pay attention so that I don't, let them overpower the rock and make it explode, which can, 1, destroys the rock, and 2, if it's bad enough an explosion, it can destroy my ship. So, again, bad day for all. But we're going to do our best to avoid that today. The lower left, you can see the power I put on the top one, and then at the bottom you see the power that the rock's dealing with. I have to keep it in that green. And then on the right, you see how the rock power is filling up to its breaking point. And that's what I want right there, just to break the rock without an explosion. Now, the purple is rock that I can actually, it's broken enough that I can actually mine it or extract it. And you'll see that here in a minute. And each of the scans for each part of those rocks gives me an indication of what the percentage is in that part of the rock for each of the ores.
Scan complete. Scan complete.
That way I can check each piece of rock I've broken
Scan initiated.
and decide whether or not I want to mine it. Or just leave it. Because it may be worthless to me.
Starboard collision.
Yeah. I ain't gonna hit nothing. It also shows me the rocks that I may need to break again if I want to get what the ore that's in them. Like this one. Again, with it as hot as it is on the surface of this planet, and as bright as it is, it's hard to, very difficult to keep track of my power bars. Again, now be careful. Like that's an overpower. Drop off real quick. Okay, wasn't too bad. Again, we try not to overpower that rock at all.
Extraction mode on. Scan complete. Scan complete.
And there must be very little to no gravity on this moon. Because I keep pulling the rocks from underneath the big piece above, and it still floats there. Just like that.
Extraction mode on. Scan complete.
Yeah, we're not going to mine that. There's nothing worth there. So, we're going to go find another rock. Now, mining isn't for everybody, and I realize that. And for me, for some people, it's just flat boring. I like the challenge of it. I also like the ability, the amount of money that can be made doing it. Because in most cases, I can make more money doing a mining run than I can from doing other types of missions. So, it's a lonesome, solitary life, but the rewards can be great. So he said. And that looks like it was another phantom rock. see it down there. It's showing up, but let's see.
Front collision.
Nope. Yeah, it was a Phantom.
Caution. Front collision. Caution. Rear collision.
Shows how low I am to the surface when it keeps warning me about running into stuff. But as I found going through this moon, many of the rocks are, if it has all three ores, they all seem to be, so far anyway, been very close, having very much the same percentages of each of the ores.
Scan complete.
That's actually why I prefer going to places like,
Scan complete.
running out of Port Olisar and going to Daymar or Yela. They have less valuable ores, but there's higher percentages on a lot of them. So I can actually make more mining those moons than I can on this moon. Go. All right. Come on,
Scan
break up.
complete.
There we go. That one took a while. Yes, it did.
Extraction mode on. Scan complete.
Scan the fragments and see which one's best to start with.
Scan complete.
There we go.
Fracturing mode on. Scan initiated. Extraction mode on. Scan complete. Scan complete. Scan complete. Fracturing mode on. Scan initiated. initiated.
Go.
Extraction mode on. Scan complete. Scan complete. Scan complete.
Okay, let's move around a little bit here. See if we can pick out the choicest fragments.
Scan initiated. Scan complete.
Okay,
Mining mode
So.
off.
our tank is full of ore. That's 3,200 units. So now we're gonna, I don't want to go back to Hurston. So we're gonna take a lot of jumps and end up back at Port Olisar. But again, gotta leave the atmosphere before we start planning our jumps. Could go straight back to Hurston. That would be the easiest thing to do. Then again, I gotta land there, take the tram, go to the nearest admin office, and sell the ore.
Hydrogen fuel at 100%.
Okay, so let's get ready to plan our jumps.
Quantum travel engaged.
So this is the first of about, oh god, it must have been 12 jumps total. And the reason for that is the way the system's set up right now, this particular ship, if I jump close to 3 million miles without a stop, it overheats. So then I have to wait for it to cool down and then jump, reset and jump. And so there was a lot of that. And I tried going to a couple different locations to see if I could sell the ore without having to, go just to Hurston. Couldn't do it. So, we're going to Port Olisar. You got plenty of fuel, so I mean, other than the overheating issue is the big thing, and I don't know why it should do that. It didn't used to have that issue.
Quantum
But
travel.
with this patch, all of a sudden it did. So I'm not sure if that's what I've had to do. Is I'll take my Warden, Vanguard, fly all the way to Hurston, then recall Prospect. Do my mining, sell my orange stuff, go back on Olisar, get my Vanguard out, and fly back. A lot less trouble.
Caution. Thrusters overheating.
Okay. So, after 12 to 15 jumps, we got this far.
Quantum travel complete.
Okay, so we're gonna go to OM1 first. And Olisar. So we'll do that.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
And Port Olisar.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete. Landing gear down.
Okay, let's see if we can get clearance to land.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Just directly underneath us. Okay. So we'll back off some.
Front collision. Caution. Front collision. Auto land on.
Okay.
Landing successful. Launch sequence
Landing
complete.
complete. Have a pleasant
What the
stay.
hell? Never run into that before. Touched down and bounced me off the
Landing
pad.
successful. Launch sequence
Hey,
complete.
with my landing gear down too. This is not good.
Weapon system off.
Whoa. It shouldn't have been spinning. Excuse me, my goodness. Okay, let's get it flight ready again then. Here we go. Control, control.
Systems on. Shield charging.
Boy, that bounced us off the pad. See if we can get back to our pad. This does not bode well.
Warning. You are blocking an active flight lane. Please vacate the vicinity. Initiating
Trying to
ship
land.
storage procedure. For your safety,
Okay.
please vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation. Please proceed to assigned landing bay. Please vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation.
Oops. Okay, it stored the ship, bounced me inside the station. So, with that, let's go check. If it stored the ship, I should be able to pull it up, and then we'll see if I can, retrieve the ore we had on board. I'm guessing it should be worth a couple thousand. So such low percentages that probably not worth a lot, but we'll give it a shot. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
Yeah, same pad it tried to land on. Okay. So, let's go up here and see if I can retrieve the ore. Definitely not my best effort, but it works. Okay. And prospector, yep, 32. So, okay. We'll take it. Take whatever I can get. And there you have it. Exit the game. Thanks y'all for watching. Hope to y'all see you real soon. Until next time, this is Buggator64 saying, so long for now.